Unlock your dream property with Meeks Realty Group, where Rich the Realtor makes real estate dreams a reality. Whether it's residential or commercial, we've got Charleston to Huntington covered. Your key to exceptional real estate experiences start here. Meeks Realty Group. Contact us at meeks.us.
The views and opinions expressed on this program do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of 580 WCHS, its employees, or WVRC Media. From the studios of WVRC Media, the country, the United States of America, the state, West Virginia, the city, Charleston. This is the Dave Allen Show on 580 Live. And your host.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
He's kind of a big deal.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
Dave Allen.
And a good Friday morning to you. Ryan Nicholson is our producer today. Bigly, Piggly, Wiggly, hotline 304-345-5858. Tony the Taylor text 304-935-5008. We do the show from the Par-Mar Store studio. If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon. Par-Mar and WVRC Media Charleston teaming up to give away 500 gallons of free gasoline. You can register at any Kanawha County Par-Mar location or at several places throughout the valley, including East Coast Teas and Nitro, Shuckers of St. Albans with an S, and the Milton Flea Market as well. It's just some of the places. And what's going to happen is on July 27th, we're going to have a special event at A to Z Outlet in St. Albans starting at 10 a.m. when we're going to give away the 500 gallons of free gasoline. Brought to you by Par-Mar. If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon. And the Dave Allen Show on 580 Live is brought to you by Thornhill Auto Group, including Thornhill Ford Lincoln on the Thornhill Motor Mile, US 119 in Chapmanville. Drive home in a new 2024 Ford Escape, 2.9% APR for 72 months and a $1,000 trade assist rebate. Must qualify for all offers through Ford Financial. See Thornhill for all the details. Phone calls to the show is service of Bigly, Piggly, Wiggly. Texting services provided by West Virginia's finest men's store, Tony the Tailor. And, of course, Tony the Tailor is on vacation through the 27th. But don't forget, on the 27th, he'll be back because we got a big concert going on over at the Red Carpet Pavilion featuring one of my favorites, guitar legend Gary Hoey, Hoey, and special guest, the Amos Steel Company. And I'm going to be giving away tickets, VIP tickets, for that show next week, courtesy of Tony the Tailor. All right, we got a lot of stuff to get to this morning. There's some things in the news. I got to try to stay away from news on Friday if I can, but there's been some things that I got to cover, including Delegate Kayla Young, who was on this show 2 days ago. Took to X last night, saying that it is time to for President Biden to step aside, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit later on. Plus, last night was the final night of the Republican National Convention. Donald Trump spoke for 7 days. He's still speaking, I think, as I speak, he's still speaking, I think. We're going to talk, as I said, about several things today. We got Hannah Gardner standing by, but I have a guest with me. Going to kind of co-host with me today, my good friend Morgan Robinson. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing well. You're all excited about being here, right?
I'm excited to be here. I'm very impressed with the fact that I don't think you took a breath during that entire opening. Have you considered deep sea diving? I think you'd be great at it.
Only at buffets. And it's the only place you're ever going to see me deep.
Oh, delish.
Yeah. Let's go to Hannah Gardner with our Adopt Me Please Pet of the Week. Hannah, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Hello, how are you?
Doing fine. Morgan Robinson is with me. I think you know Morgan. Well, Morgan was on the show before, Hannah. So
familiar.
And she's also a big animal person too.
Huge animal person, and all three of our dogs are rescued from the Kanawha Charleston Humane Association. We call them the Rat Pack with affection because their combined weight is 42 pounds of all three of them.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, yeah. They think they're pit bulls, but they are Chihuahua mixes. So, yeah, loudest house in Crosslands.
Hannah, before I get to our pet of the week, and as always, picture will be posted. It is posted now. Dave Allen Radio on Facebook and the Dave Allen Show at Dave A70 on X, the artist formerly known as Twitter. I want to talk about this tattoo event that you had in Tays Valley this week. Talk about that.
Yeah, so I believe that they're stretching it throughout the weekend. However, yesterday when we were there, we had the caravan out there, some puppies. We had 2 adoptions. And then the tattoo shop itself, they had people that were in line. I think at one point they had a 4-hour wait. Like, there was a lot of people there. They had, like, I think maybe like 6 or 7 pages of names on a list. So they definitely did great on their part and as well as our part as well. So it was just an all-around great day.
And explain to the listeners exactly what they were doing there, what the special hook was there.
Yeah, so they were doing $40 flash tattoos, and it was kind of like a benefit that helps KCHA. So we were also there yesterday. We're not going to be there, I don't think, throughout the rest of the time. However, I'm sure we will stop in here and there, and we will probably bring a lot of our staff members there as well, so that way they can get in on the awesome deal that they're doing there as well. So definitely stop out there and get you a tattoo and help support KCHA at the same time.
And it's on Taze Valley Road, right?
Yes, it is. It is on Taze Valley Road, and it's right there in the little shop. We also posted it on our Facebook page as well yesterday. It is Night Owl Tattoo, and we are very, very thankful for them. They were very, very nice and helpful yesterday as well.
I got a text here for you from my good friend Johnny Rutherford from Metro 911, who said, Metro 911 adopted a dog from them. We love Pip. He's a therapy dog for dispatchers.
That's amazing, and they need one with that tough job. Oh, my gosh.
How cool is that, Hannah?
That is awesome. I actually loved Pip myself. I really wanted Pip on my own. So I love that they still have him. I love that he is doing great there, and I've also heard great things about him as well. So I'm just very happy that he went to a good and very helpful area.
And that's what we're hoping to do today for our Dog of the Week.
Tortellini. Tortellini is the dog's name. I don't even... When I first started doing this segment, I would ask, well, where did that name come from? And when you have the volume of animals that they have up there, you don't have an opportunity to say, how does it, they're just looking at names. They're just grabbing stuff out of the sky.
Yes.
But Tortellini is a beautiful, beautiful dog. Give us the lowdown on Tortellini, Hannah.
All right. Well, she is actually really, really, really sweet. I love her so much. She's been in the back office with me for a few days, but she's about 2 years old. She is fixed already, and she does have a sponsored adoption fee. So if you are interested in her, you can definitely come out, look at her, meet her, take her on a walk. You could take her for a doggy day out if you need to. You could even foster her for a few days and see if it works in your home. However, I will vouch that she is a very good girl. She prefers calmer dogs, so dogs that aren't super hyperactive. However, she is pretty playful herself once you get the toys out and stuff, because she definitely loves the stuffed squeaky toys. But she does walk well on the leash. She's very, very easygoing on it. And we consider her a social butterfly just because she does love everybody that walks in the doors. She is kind of a little shy looking at first. She definitely sniffs you for a second, but she is super sweet. I mean, she opens up to you rather quickly, and she's just a good all-around dog in my opinion. But she is in play groups, and like I said, she is fine with the other dogs. She just prefers calmer dogs, as she is kind of calmer herself. Like I said, she just really plays with the toys and stuff, and she absolutely loves playing it with you. So throw a toy in the yard, and she will be the dog for you.
And she's pretty good with kids, too, right?
Yeah, so from what we know, and I always say this every single time, and I will always continue to say it, but even if we've noticed that they're good with kids, we always advise caution. We always tell everybody, it's good to teach your kids boundaries as well as it is to teach the dog boundaries. But in our care, she has been good with kids, and I honestly believe she would be the greatest family dog.
Love it.
Beautiful dog. And again, I've got the picture posted on Dave Allen Radio on Facebook and the Dave Allen Show on Twitter, X. The Dave Allen Show on 580 Live is brought to you part by Husson's Pizza. This month at your favorite Husson's, order any regularly priced large 18-inch pizza and get a 2-liter Pepsi at no additional charge. You folks at the Humane Association are now kind of undergoing what's known as capacity crisis. It's a crisis right now with the amount of animals that you have there. Hannah, talk about that.
Yeah, so we have been kind of at capacity for a while now. We have just been managing, and we've been doing our best to be able to still take in any stray animal that comes in, as well as helping any sick and injured ones. We've been doing the best that we can. However, it's to the point now where it's just so much that we are looking for spaces to put dogs, really. So it's just a lot right now. And ways that you could help is adopting, of course, is always the biggest way to help. So if you do have that extra space in your home, if you have, even if it's not permanently, but it's temporarily, because you can foster. We have a lot of dogs that would go very well in a foster program. So even for a night, a weekend, a week, it kind of just gets them a break from the shelter life, and it also improves like their mental health as well, from what we have noticed, and it lessens their stress to even come back to the shelter. A lot of people think that it would just stress them out even more, and you know, there are some dogs that it does, but most of the dogs, when you take them out, it actually, we learn more about them, you learn more about them, they get their name out there if you post them on your own, and it also just helps them for the chance of an adoption.
And Hannah, we saw a lot of that earlier this week when the power went out. It looks like the community really stepped up, was able to take over some of the dogs since it was so hot. Can you talk more about that?
Yes, we are, of course, always very appreciative of the community. They always seem to step up whenever we are in urgent need, and they've already been stepping up during our time through this capacity crisis that we're having. So we definitely have had quite a few people fostering already, but it is very tough in the situation that we're in now because we are adopting out a good bit as well as fostering a good bit, and we are still taking in a good bit. So that's why I think that we kind of have cut back to sick and injured intakes only at the moment for dogs. So I know that we have, of course, we would usually be able to house a little bit more without the whole U-Haul situation that we had. But I think right now we have like 121 or a little more maybe dogs in our care in the facility right now. Of course, we have loads more. I think we have over 300 some animals total. That's in the shelter and in foster homes. So, again, the community always helps out, and we are very thankful for them. And they still did an amazing thing during that power outage as well. We loved that, and we're very appreciative of that.
Well, we're impressed with you, and we are always here to support you. Thank you so much, Hannah, from the Kanawha Charleston Humane Association. We love talking to you every Friday and love featuring those dogs of the week, including Miss Tortellini this week. All
right. Hannah, we'll talk to you next week. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Tortellini, Morgan, 2 years old, already spayed. All the vaccines are up to date. Sweetest, most well-behaved girl around everybody, kid-friendly, walks well on a leash, prefers calmer dogs. And I didn't know if you know this reference, but when I first saw when Hannah sent me the picture, Hannah sends me the picture at like midnight. Yeah, I didn't see that. I saw it like at 5:30 this morning. But I saw it. The first thing I thought was, if you put a ring around that dog's eye, that's Petey.
It's Petey from the Little Rascals.
It's exactly
100% that's Petey. And she was exactly right. She just looks like a good family dog, a dog that you can be having a cookout in the backyard, throw the toys, the kids are enjoying it, and she's just a sweet, sweet girl that needs a loving home.
And you can, again, go over to my social media and take a look at Tortellini, and let's get Tortellini adopted. Let's have Tortellini Friday. That's 100%. We're going to have Jim Strawn, who may or may not have eaten tortellini, not the dog, but the dish tortellini.
I was going to say, this is getting very deep, very dark. A
couple of times. We're going to talk to Strawn coming up in a couple of moments. Gearin from the Dirty Birds is here. Plus, big event going on at Laidley Field on Saturday and Sunday. It's Water Days.
Water Days.
And Janice from Quantum is going to be joining us to talk about that a little bit later on. And as always, your phone calls and texts are welcome. Biggly, Piggly, Wiggly hotline 304-345-5858. Tony the Taylor text 304-935-5008. The Dave Allen Show and 580 Live brought to you part by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Morgan and I, not that Morgan, Morgan.
Morgan.
Another
yep.
Morgan and I will be back with Jim Strawn right after this on the Voice of Charleston, WCHS.
Brought to you by the Eric J. Tarr Family Businesses. Eric J. Tarr Family Businesses bring first-class businesses to your community.
Welcome to Poca Valley, where we've been in business since 1908. Today, we serve Roane, Kanawha, Putnam, and surrounding counties. We believe you deserve banking that provides friendly customer service. For all of your financial needs, stop by one of our 8 convenient locations. Call us at 844-782-2651 or visit us online at PocaValleyBank.com. Polka Valley, where relationships matter.
Member FDIC.
Red, white, and vroom! Gear up for incredible savings at Thornhill Ford Lincoln on the Thornhill Motor Mile. Hey, it's Sydney, and right now at Thornhill, you can drive home a new 2024 Ford Escape with 2.9% APR for up to 72 months. Plus a $1,000 trade assist rebate. Shop online anytime at thornhillford.net or visit us on US 119 in Chapmanville. Discover why Thornhill Ford Lincoln is your ultimate destination for unbeatable deals and exceptional service on the road to total savings. This qualifies for all offers through Ford Financial. See Thornhill for all details.
Summer congestion got you down. Whether it's allergies or a summer cold, being congested can ruin your whole day. You feel tired and run down, like you're missing out on summer fun. At Navage, we're here to make breathing easy easier. Navage uses patented gentle suction technology to help clear out allergens, dust, and mucus without drugs. In just 30 seconds, you'll be on your way to a better day. Get Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, Sam's Club, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or online at Navage.com. Navage. Breathe better, fast.
923, the Dave Allen Show and 580 Live, brought to you in part by Brightway Insurance, the Mays Agency. They offer small business insurance to the 4 major carriers: the Hartford, Travelers, Progressive, and Next. Call or stop by and see John and Sherry Mays today, 3860 Tays Valley Road, Suite 1 in Hurricane, 304. All right, everything just went blank in here. I don't know what happened.
Are we still on the air?
Yes. I guess we are. I got to finish John and Sherry Mays here. 3860 Tays Valley Road, Suite 1 in Hurricane, 304-814-2509, or visit brightwaymays.com.
We have a packed house in the studio this morning. It is Friday for sure. Lots of fun going on. I think we're breaking stuff left and right, but that's okay. That's what happens. You make quite the entrance, Jim Strawn.
I'm like a little bull. Is there china in here? I scooted up my chair.
And you knocked over something because we have nothing now.
Nothing now.
Other than a microphone.
It's okay. We got
I'm
our
a professional.
All right, Ryan to the rescue.
Don't try this. Don't try this at home, folks.
Well, we're excited to have Jim Strawn in the studio, and he's brought some guests with us from Adecco. Of course, we're talking live on the Levee tonight. It is Adecco night, amongst other things. Give us the rundown, Jim.
Great. Good to see you, Morgan. Thanks, Dave. I'm sorry I'm messing up your show, but nonetheless, it is.
That's my job.
Yes, I know. I'm right. Season 20, week number 8 of the Moses Auto Group live on the Levee. Should be a fantastic night down there. It's week number 8. We've had some great music all summer long. Tonight will be no different. At 6:30, taking center stage on the Schoenbaum stage will be Brenna and the Boys, a little cosmic Appalachian artist from here in Appalachian in West Virginia. She'll sing and play for about an hour. Then at 7:30, Jocelyn and the Sweet Compression out of Lexington, Kentucky. So we have a little Appalachian flavor tonight, but it's Appalachian mixed in with some R&B and some rock and folk, and just a lot of fun. Very talented. We also do this for fun, but we do it for a cause. Live on Levee's great fun for a great cause. We help those 5 inner city charities each and every Friday night. We've raised $123,000 the last 19 plus seasons with our 50-50 ticket. We help folks at Man a Meal and RCCR and Covenant House, Sojourner Shelter, and Kanawha Valley Collective. It's, again, been a wonderful summer. We hope that you guys will come down. You mentioned it. I'm going to sneak out of here, but it not only is, Moses every night, every Friday is the Moses Auto Group night. And I want to thank the Health Plan and Brewer and Company, Lou Wendell, Fox 11, TAV8, WOWK tonight. It's also going to be Bridge Valley and Community Technical Night, and it's going to be B100 Night, our sister station here, and it's going to be Adecco Night. Adecco has been one of our major sponsors all year, new to the Levee, new to the Charleston area. So I've got some folks here. I'm going to sneak out, Morgan and Dave, so I can keep the show going by not wrecking everything.
Well, you've completely trashed a computer here.
Is it gone? Is it still gone?
I have no text. So
it's still gone.
Yeah. So
I'll text you privately. I'll give Dave's number out privately.
No, let's don't do that. Let's don't do that. Okay.
Morgan, it was good to see you.
So good to see you,
Dave. I know it was good to see me.
It's going to be great to see you leave. I can tell you that.
And I want to turn it over to my mic to someone who will not wreck the rest of the show.
Right. Thank you so much, Jim. We're excited to see you tonight on the Levee. Safe travels today as you travel with the Senator. Now, Miss Shelley, as we are still making waves in the studio. Love you, Jim.
Love you back.
Tell us a little bit about why Adecco finds it important to support community events like Live on the Levee.
First of all, thank you for having me. My name's Shelley Gilligan, and I'm an on-site manager here for Adecco. And we felt that it was important to become a gold level sponsor this year because we just reopened our branch located at 602 Virginia Street, Suite 101, after several years of being closed after the pandemic. And we've reopened that branch. We wanted to get back into the community, make sure that we are visible to all of our associates and our customers.
What is Adecco? I have to ask that question.
You haven't asked that question. It's a great question. Yeah. So Adecco is the leading global staffing solutions provider.
Okay. All right. And what kind of work? I mean, I understand what you're saying about what you do as far as staffing, but what kinds of jobs, what kinds of services?
We work with a variety of customers. Right now, we're looking for several entry-level positions in light industrial, production work, clerical, administrative, and professional.
So you really work with both sides. If you're interested in finding a job, you can help out. But if you're also looking to fill positions in your own organization, they can work with you to do that, right?
That's correct, Morgan.
Absolutely.
That's exactly what we do. We work with both employers and job seekers.
And how in the world did you get hooked up with Jim Strawn? Do you have any IT people? Because apparently after Hurricane Strawn just rolled through this, we're going to have IT people in here now.
We definitely have some IT people that can help you out.
We're going to borrow them, yes.
But his reference to a bull in a china shop was exactly on point.
Yeah.
With how you met him, he rolled into Adecco just like that?
Yeah. So what we decided to do was once we decided to be a gold sponsor for Live on the Levee, we connected with Jim, and he's really helped facilitate us, getting our name out and coming back into the community.
That's wonderful. Well, we're excited to have you. Are you all going to be on site tonight giving more information about your services?
Yep. We are. We're going to be at Live on the Levee. Not in the concourse, but down on the main stage with our mobile job van. We're going to have a variety of people there. We can take customer requests if anybody would like to come down and learn a little bit more about Adecco from a customer standpoint and what they're looking for. And then we're also going to be able to take mobile applications on site at the Levee. We also have some great giveaways planned. So we encourage everybody to come down. Swag.
Talk about that.
Yeah, we've got all kinds of swag at the van tonight. We're going to have some water bottles, some light-up wristlets.
Ooh, yeah.
Some fans.
We'll need them.
Yeah, we're going to need them. So we're going to have all kinds of very cool giveaways.
All right. Well, we appreciate you being here. Where can people learn more about your company? Again, your Adecco is sponsoring Live on the Levee tonight. You got a website, you got social media. What do you got?
So, of course, we have social media, but our website is adecco.com. Our local office number here is 304-345-8367. And you can come in person to our office at 601 Virginia Street, Suite 101. Brand new office. Come down and see us.
Or join you tonight at Live on the Levee. You're going to have the mobile van down there, get people signed up, and grab some free swag while you're at it.
That's right.
All right. Well, we appreciate you being here and appreciate Jim leaving because we still have no computer for me to take text on because of Jim Strawn. Just say if you're listening, Jimbo, just so you know, we cannot take text now because of you. So.
Dave, I want to make it very clear that Adecco had no part in this.
I was watching the whole time. You're completely innocent.
Yeah. That's correct.
This was a one-man operation.
Now, you see, the interesting thing about this is, and I was telling Morgan this, in a couple of months, and I mentioned this on the air before, we're totally transforming every studio in this building. And so this show is actually going to be viewed on the Metro News TV platform. So you're actually going to be able to go on, just if you ever check out Hoppy Kirchville and Talkline, that's what it's going to be like on this show. Oh, if we only had, Morgan, those cameras today.
Those cameras today, yeah. Well, and honestly, we have Jim to thank. He's already starting with the demolition.
Yeah, that's good. And that's how Jim would spin it, because he's a PR guy. That's what he would spin.
Hey, two peas in the same PR pod. I got you, Jim. Don't worry.
Wait and see later today if we don't see on social media or somewhere. Jim Strawn begins studio demolition at WCHS Radio.
In kind, of course.
We appreciate you being here. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much for having us. We appreciate it. And please come out and see us at Live on the Levee.
We'll see you at Live on the Levee tonight. Thanks a lot. In the heart of West Virginia, there exists a profound force that goes beyond the realm of sports, transcending limitations and fostering a sense of belonging. Special Olympics, I'm talking about, a remarkable initiative showcased in the latest episodes of West Virginia Enriched in collaboration with Huntington, stands as a testament to the power of determination, unity, and unwavering support. See a video highlighting the Special Olympics at facebook.com/580WCHS. Biggly Piggly Wiggly hotline 304-345-5850. I got the Tony the Taylor text. But what you're going to have to do if you want to text the show is you're going to have to, well, you can't even go to see Tony the Taylor because he's closed for vacation.
Yeah, we've really cut off all lines of communication here. We're on an island to ourselves. It's like 1987 again. You can hear us, but we can't hear you.
Well, 88 is the year I started radio. So, Ryan, if you could just go upstairs and get me a couple turntables and a couple cart machines and a reel-to-reel, and I'll be good to go.
I'm here for it. Yeah. Yeah, that's how I learned how to splice radio in college. Give me the little razor blade and the tape, and I'm here to do it.
And Ryan's probably thinking, what are you people talking about?
I think I just grew a new gray hair.
Morgan, I want to spend a little time talking to you this morning because we get Jill Gearin from the Dirty Birds coming up a little bit later on, and also we're going to talk about the Water Days event at Laidley Field. But that voice you've been hearing throughout the morning is my co-host this morning, Morgan Robinson. What's Morgan Robinson been up to lately?
Listen, I've been traveling this beautiful state of ours, the beautiful mountain state. So I have my company, Focus Marketing Company, and we've been doing a lot of presenting and facilitating throughout the state. And I'm talking from the Panhandle to the coal fields and everywhere in between, working with some amazing groups in the state of West Virginia on improving their communication, improving their leadership styles, getting the name out about their companies and organizations, and just having a great time. Through it, though, I've been able to watch as the Cheat River lowers every day with this drought that we've had, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. So hoping and praying for some rain for everybody, especially up in the Panhandle area that's been so dry as of late. But having a great time. Excited to have Jill on with us this morning. I'm working with the Dirty Birds on the Women Making a Difference night that's going to be taking place next week. Just getting out and going everywhere, enjoying this beautiful weather that we're having. I say that with sarcasm since it's been hotter than the face of the sun. But, yeah, having a great time. And on a personal note, I'll say that my 20-year-old twins are in from WVU, so we have been enjoying having the kids back in the house again.
And can we give a big shout-out to Ryan Nicholson?
Yes. Ryan, the man, the myth, the legend that just came in and got us back into the 21st century.
Yeah. So, well, not quite there. I'm going to have to see. I'll have to do a couple of things to get there, but we're getting close.
We're getting close. We're
Ryan,
on the 20th.
We're closer than what we were.
Yeah.
All right. The Dave Allen Show on 580 Live, presented in part by General Hardware of Winfield and Milton and General Lumber of Winfield. For all projects big and small, shop locally. Visit generalhardwarewv.com. We're going to have text available soon. Biggly Piggly Wiggly hotline 304-345-5858. Tony the Taylor text, which is coming, 304-935-5008. Hoppy Kercheval coming up at 10:06 with Talkline from the Encove Insurance Studios in the Dale Miller Building in Morgantown. We talked about it and mentioned it earlier in the show. Delegate Kayla Young of Kanawha County, who was just on the show a couple of days ago, Delegate Young announcing on social media last night that it is time for President Biden to step aside as the presumptive Democratic nominee. And that has created quite a stir. And let me get to the actual statement here from Kayla Young. It says, the 2024 election will define the future of American democracy. I cannot stand idly by without voicing my concern that the National Democratic Party is on the wrong path. President Biden is a true public servant, and the sacrifices he has made for our nation are deeply appreciated. However, it is time for change. Our nation and democracy require it. I urge the president to take advantage of this window of time prior to the Democratic National Convention to withdraw from the presidential race and to allow new energetic leadership to take the reins through a robust convention process with no shortcuts. West Virginians and Americans are not satisfied with the status quo, nor should they be. Our generation and beyond deserve a country that works for us and listens to our voice and isn't politically motivated, but motivated to put our country and communities first. The Democratic nominee must have the confidence of the American people to face the challenges that our nation faces. Now is the time for change. Now, Morgan, I told you I was not going to have you talk about politics because that's that I don't want to hurt your real job. So
thank you.
But it was interesting. You would say very interesting,
interesting,
especially considering that Kayla Young is a delegate to the National Convention.
Absolutely, and I saw it come through last night, and I have to say I'm very proud of Kayla for putting it out there. She knew it was going to be opening a can of worms, essentially, getting that feedback. But I think that Kayla is a delegate that listens to her constituents, speaks her mind, and does so with education, research, and insight. So proud of her for stepping up to the plate and making that statement.
It took a lot to do that.
It took a lot to do that. It took a lot of guts.
But why couldn't she do it when she was on my show 2 days ago, Morgan?
I know, man, the ratings.
But she is going to be on with Hoppy coming up at 10:30 this morning.
That's
to
great.
Further explain that.
I look forward to tuning into that because I know that she has more information. Kayla does everything with a lot of preparation, so I know she's thought this through and excited to hear more about what led to her making that statement.
The Dave Allen Show on 580 Live, brought to you in part by Live Healthy West Virginia, presented by WVU Medicine. Live Healthy tackles pressing health issues, heart disease, and more. It's a podcast offering insights into medical breakthroughs and preventative care, featuring WVU Medicine's expert physicians aimed at fostering healthier lifestyles in and beyond West Virginia. Valuable resource for all. Discover the latest episodes on WVMetronews.com. Go to the podcast menu and start your journey towards better health today. Biggly, Piggly, Wiggly hotline 304-345-5858. And the text line is back. Thank you, Ryan Nicholson. Tony the Taylor text 304-935-5008. We are going to take a break. When we come back, Jill Gearin from the Dirty Birds is here, and my co-host Morgan is going to be talking to her when we come back right after this on the Voice of Charleston, WCHS.
Brought to you by the Eric J. Tarr Family Businesses. Eric J. Tarr Family Businesses want to thank you for shopping locally.
Wow, it feels like summer just started, but time sure is flying by, and before you know it, school will be back in session. This school year, Members Choice West Virginia can help you check off everything on your school shopping list with a back-to-school loan. Now through August 31st, you can get all the school supplies you need with a back-to-school loan of up to $1,500 with rates as low as 7.99% and up to 12 months to pay back. Apply today at 201 Ohio Avenue in Charleston or visit MCWV online at memberschoicewv.com. Loans are subject to credit approval. Additional restrictions may apply.
Looking to buy or sell U.S. coins or currency, or need an appraisal on a coin collection? The Coin Man in St. Albans has been established since 2009, and he's the area's expert in currency. Whether you're buying or selling coins and coin accessories, he's got you covered. But that's not all. He also deals in select antiques and glassware. Visit the Coin Man today at 2412 Kanawha Terrace in St. Albans and discover treasures that transcend time. The Coin Man, where every coin tells a story.
Hello, it's Jim Strawn for Face the World with Lisa. Lisa is a registered nurse specializing in cosmetic injectables of Botox and filler. She also has an IV therapy line to reboot your body. Lisa's procedures are non-surgical and minimally invasive, offering pleasing results to your face. She is currently offering a nice discount to new clients, and she's always running some sort of special. So call or text her, 304-410-0202, and face the world with confidence.
The Dave Allen Show on 580 Live, brought to you in part by Bridge Valley. If you're interested in improving your company's IT workforce, you're going to want to know Bridge Valley offers custom-tailored IT training to bridge the skills gap. Bridge Valley trained for little or no cost with a 50-50 salary match. They can also supply skilled graduates and apprenticeships for your company. Visit bridgevalley.edu/apprenticeships today. And, of course, as mentioned earlier by the hurricane known as Jim Strawn, who broke my studio, but Ryan fixed it. Tonight is Bridge Valley night at Live on the Levee. Deco is going to be down there tonight. Steve and Jenny from V100 are there. I saw my good friends from WOWK-TV 13. We're talking about it this morning. So everybody's going to be doing the thing. Text says, Donald Trump is John Doe 147 in the Epstein document release. It's all crickets from the media, almost like the media elite pedo conspiracies aren't that conspiratorial, says a texter. Texter says, I commend Kayla Young for taking her stance on Biden withdrawing from the race. She has more... Can I say gonads? Ryan, can I say gonads on the air?
I want to say gonads is acceptable.
She has more gonads than the Democratic state leader Mike Pushkin. Says the text. Shots fired.
Shots fired. Gauntlet down.
Shots fired.
Oh, my Lord. Well, no shots fired here. We have the lovely Jill Gearin from the Charleston Dirty Birds in the studio with us today. We've got some exciting things coming up overall for the Dirty Birds, but I really want to focus on one that's happening, a special event that's happening next Thursday. Women Making a Difference Night, stepping up to the plate. Give us the rundown on what that's going to look like.
Absolutely. So that is this Thursday, so the 25th of July. That's going to be our final game of the homestand, so a little last push for us. And we are going to be highlighting women in the community. So there's a lot of different things going on that day, but the big thing is this is a community center, right? We want to have women come to the ballpark, women and girls, where they feel empowered. They get these resources to learn more about self-esteem, learn more about teamwork and connecting, and have a great time at the ballpark. And Morgan, you've been a huge help with all of it. But the big thing that we're doing is a pregame panel. Yes. So you'll be facilitating it. I'll be on the panel with a few other amazing women from the community in West Virginia. And we're inviting young girls to come and listen to this panel. Again, it's about teamwork, about self-esteem, which we all know is a difficult thing for young girls right now. I can't even imagine having to deal with it now like how I did 10 years ago. So we're really, really excited about it. A ticket gets you in for the panel and for the baseball game.
Yeah, but everything kicks off at 5:15, I believe, with the panel, and we have some amazing guests, including Charleston City Council person Becky Sepperly, who's going to be doing our introduction, the wonderful Lindsay McIntosh, Jamie Tradico, and Jessica Hudson from Dress for Success are all going to be joining Jill on this empowerment panel with concluding marks from Mayor Amy Goodwin. So lots of fun going on prior to the game. And during the game, you guys are doing a special initiative to represent some unsung heroes. Tell me more about that.
Exactly. So that's going to be our all-star nomination team. So if you guys have come to the ballpark, you see kids run out onto the field for the national anthem, right? Well, we're doing this a little bit different, where we ask for nominations on Facebook and on Instagram of people who do amazing things in the community, but maybe don't get the recognition that they deserve. So we have, I believe it's now 17 people who are going to be honored pre-game. And it's not people, it's women, it's young girls too, of all different ages, all different backgrounds. They are going to be honored before the game and make sure that they get the recognition that they deserve.
So this is really just an empowering night for women of all ages. Come in, learn more about self-confidence, leadership, self-esteem, teamwork, healthy living. We have this great panel. We have amazing sheroes, if you will, that are going to be taking the field, and you get a ball game, right?
Exactly. And so this is actually what's really cool. A lot of people don't know this is that week is Women and Girls in Baseball Week. So that is kind of where the big tie-in is. Obviously, with me being a female in sports, being the only female broadcaster in the Atlantic League as well, really important to me that we had this kind of event. And I'm so happy that the Dirty Birds ran with it, and we're making it a big deal.
Exactly. This is the second year for the event. It's getting bigger every year. There's an amazing committee of volunteers that are working on this event to make it happen. And we do have some tickets available. So if you work with girls in athletics, if you have an organization that supports female empowerment or the empowerment of young women, reach out to Jill at the Dirty Birds. You can reach out to me, Morgan Robinson. Find me on Facebook. And we'll work out a way to get tickets in the hands of those girls that need it the most to really get them geared up and ready to be the empowering leaders that we know they're going to be.
Yeah, 2 points to that. We're so happy to have these sponsors who want to bring these young girls and women to the ballpark to make sure that they feel empowered and have a great time. But also, how you mentioned, we have a panel of volunteers who have been helping create this. This isn't just the Dirty Birds doing this. It's truly a community event where we bring other people in and we ask their opinion and say, what else can we do? And for example, you, Morgan. So it's been really fun, and I have enjoyed every second of getting this event together.
Well, we love the Dirty Birds and everything they do for the community. You also have African American Heritage Night coming up, so really a wonderful community partner. Tons of ways for you to get involved. Once again, that game is taking place this coming Thursday, July 25th. Gates open at 5 o'clock. That empowerment panel starts at 5:15. And I don't want to neglect to mention this because Nina Pastinetti will find me and hunt me down, but the amazing women of the cast of Legally Blonde from the Charleston Light Opera Guild will be singing our national anthem. So truly, from art to entertainment, to recreation, to health and fitness. We have everything covered, I think, for this Women Making a Difference night at the Dirty Birds.
Definitely. I think we do. And if there's something missing, let us know and you can come on out.
Wonderful.
All right. I want to talk some on-field stuff. Okay. I want to talk about this weekend at the ballpark. We'll go back to, I'll get all the dates and information on the other things. But this weekend, because the Birds have been on the road. And did I see this right a couple of nights that they scored What? How many?
It was 26 runs.
26 runs.
Wow. They won. There was a lot of records broken where, frankly, to be able to list them all, I would need to turn my phone back on to get it. So the big one is 26-2 was the score. That is the largest margin of victory in Atlantic League history, not just by the Dirty Birds, all teams. And Russ Estrada, who is our main starting catcher, he hit 4 home runs in one game, which is a new league record.
I don't know much about sports ball, but that all sounds very impressive.
That is very, very tough.
I was going going to jump
do.
in there, and but I didn't want to act like I was mansplaining it. But I was going
It's okay.
I was going to jump in there
Yeah.
and say that's a lot of runs.
That's a lot of
Morgan,
runs.
for baseball.
I got
That's
it.
the hook there.
Yeah,
it's a
that
lot of
sounds
runs.
great.
That was a football score, 26. Nope, that's baseball. Yep.
So what's going on this weekend? Well, the Birds are back tonight because you've been on the road pretty much all week. And it's Gastonia? Is that who we're playing tonight? Gastonia?
Gastonia tonight. Lexington, who we just had that massive win against. So if you want to see a lot of runs scored, come out next week. But today is our Christmas in July. So, we have our the night event coming up for this upcoming year. We're going to have more information about that soon. But we're kind of just kicking it off with some baseball. So we have a Hawaiian shirt giveaway today for the first 1,000 fans.
I was going to say, how many people? I wasn't sure about that. First 1,000 fans get a Hawaiian shirt, right?
Yes, exactly. And we, on Saturday, always have our Mega Blast Fireworks. It's going to be our second annual pepperoni roll festival as well.
Now you have Ryan's attention as soon as you said that.
Pepperoni roll Saturday. Come on. I think the gates are opening at 3 o'clock for that. So make sure you head over to our Facebook page for more information.
So what else is going to go on there?
So we are going to have local restaurants, and they have a festival. So it's going to be a tasting. Some of our Dirty Birds staff is going to be joining in on the cooking as well. So you can come and taste and make your vote, and we will see who the winner is this year.
I feel like Jeremy Taylor is always the one that's trying to get in there and do competition cooking.
100%. Him and Jay.
And I was going to say, and I feel that Jay Silverman is probably in there doing competition eating.
Yes, absolutely. Jay is the one who kind of heads this. So
of course he does.
Of course he does.
Course he
but
does.
yeah, he's going to be a part of it, and I know our office manager Andrea is going to be a part of the cooking as well.
That's exciting. Is there a pepperoni roll eating contest? I hope not, because those are gross.
I don't think so.
Okay, good.
I have not
good.
heard that.
I'm very glad.
No, those make me icky.
Yeah,
I don't
same.
like
That
it.
gives me the ick for real. But yeah, that's exciting. So lots going on this weekend. Like you said, Friday, Christmas in July. That's tonight. We got tomorrow the pepperoni roll, and then next week on Thursday, Women Making a Difference night at the ballpark. So if you are a mom of a young woman or a young girl, or you want to just feel empowered yourself, come on out. 5 o'clock gates open, 5:15 empowerment panel, and we want to get tickets in the hands of those girls that need it the most.
And I want to say also the All-Star nominations that we've had, again, it ranges from a 9-year-old girl to a working mom to a stay-at-home mom, where, again, we aren't talking about these amazing CEOs or the first ever female mayor, first ever female broadcaster. We're not just talking about that. We're talking about moms at home who are making a difference in their daughters' lives. This isn't just this big title that we're talking about. We're talking about quote-unquote normal, amazing women.
Yeah, because those stay-at-home moms that are able to do that day in and day out without their hair falling out, those are definitely heroes in my eyes. I could definitely not do that either. Well, Jill, thank you so much. So many exciting things going on with the Charleston Dirty Birds, and as always, amazing community partners. Wonderful to always be listening to the needs and the wants and the interests of the community and keeping the ballpark popping all season
Thank you. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys soon.
All right, thanks a lot. Dave Allen Show on 580 Live, brought to you in part by Pinnacle Consultants. Poor indoor air quality can cause a variety of health issues, allergies, respiratory problems, and more. Pinnacle Consultants offers specialized indoor air quality services for residential, commercial, and industrial settings. Visit pinnaclecorp.net, because what you don't know can hurt you. Because you need something else to talk about as far as activities going on this weekend. Coming up after the break, we're going to talk about Water Days over at Laidley Field. That is coming up next on the Voice of Charleston, WCHS.
Family businesses. Eric J. Tarr Family Businesses live to make life better for you and your family.
Are missing teeth affecting your confidence and quality of life? Dental implants may be the right option for you. Let Gearin Dental Group, with their skilled team of doctors at 6 locations, be your trusted source for dental implants. With dental implants from Gearin Dental Group, you can eat, speak, and laugh with confidence. Dental implants can change someone's life for the better. Visit GearinDentalGroup.com to find out more and take the first steps towards a healthier, happier smile. And at Gearin Dental Group, like always, we love to see your smile.
Foundation issues? Wet basement? Drainage problems? Contact Foster Foundation Repair. Locally owned and operated by a licensed professional engineer, Foster Foundation Repair provides rock-solid service with certified results. Contact us today for a free evaluation. Foster Foundation Repair. Rock-solid service. Certified results.
FosterFoundationRepair.com.
West Virginia Contractor License WV061105.
Feeling congested? At Navage, we know life is better when you can breathe freely. Congestion shouldn't ruin your summer. That's why people just like you turn to Navage, a revolutionary and easy way to help clear nasal passages. Using gentle suction, Navage removes allergens, dust, and mucus in just 30 seconds. It's fast, gentle, and incredibly effective. Try Navage and get on your way to a better day. Get Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, Sam's Club, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or online at Navage.com. Navage. Breathe better, fast.
Traveling is more complicated than ever before. Keep up with the ever-changing world of travel on Rudy Max's World with the Carries. Home or abroad, land or sea, business or pleasure, this show provides accurate and timely info for all your travel needs. Explore the globe with America's #1 travel radio show, Rudy Max's World, Saturday afternoons at 1 on the Voice of Charleston, 104.5, 96.5, and 580 WCHS.
8 minutes away from 10, the Dave Allen Show and 580 Live, brought to you in part by Jute. For the best in security systems for both your home or business, talk to Jute, J-O-O-T of Tays Valley. Visit protectedbyjute.com. Biggly, Piggly, Wiggly hotline 304-345-5858. Tony the Taylor text 304-935-5008. Coming up on Monday's show, continuing the Advantage Valley theme that we talk about from time to time, Barboursville Mayor Chris Tatum is going to be on the show on Monday. And, you know, I love a good hot dog. But if you're listening earlier this week, Wednesday, I think I can't have them anymore. So I had to kind of step away from the hot dogs just for a little while.
Just for a little while.
Yeah.
Just take a little hiatus.
Apparently, I'm dying. So that's
we all are.
That's what. Yeah. Some of us more than others. So I've been kind of doing a little bit better. But Jay Silverman, who we mentioned earlier, has made quite a name for himself with the Have Fun West Virginia series of videos, and he was hanging with the governor last week and got a proclamation from the governor. Jay Silverman is going to join us on Monday. Now, tomorrow and Sunday, Laidley Field in Charleston is about to be transformed into a giant water park for Water Days. And we have Janice Star.
Star.
I thought you said Star. I'm sorry.
She is a star, so it's hard to...
Janice the Star is on the show today to talk about. Janice, good morning.
Good morning. I'm glad to be here, guys. This is exciting, promoting Water Days.
Now, what exactly is Water Days?
Water Days is going to be a two-day event. It starts Saturday at 10:30, I believe, and we're going to have over 40 attractions. You can even climb a rock wall and then celebrate by getting wet. So from wet slides to dunk tanks to water balloon fights and water gun fights, there's going to be a lot of fun.
I think I saw a foam party.
A foam party, yes. We will have our foam party there.
That's exciting.
And it's at Laidley Field.
It's at Laidley Field. It's 2 days. It goes from 10 until 6, and then on Sunday it's noon until 6. It's a small fee, $10, all-day play, from tots to adults.
And again, parents, you can bring the kids out there, and it's $10. But once you get inside, everything, I mean, pretty much, I don't want to say everything because you might have some concessions or something like that going on. But as far as the activities go, everything's free once you get in there.
Anything that's inflatable or quantum party rentals is free.
And give us an idea of some of those inflatables that you've got.
Well, we have... some huge water slides. I'm talking 35 feet tall, 60 feet long. We have slip and slides, triple lane slip and slides that run anywhere to 50 to 60 feet. We've got, like I said, the water gun battles. We have a splash pool for the little tiny ones. We'll have a play zone for little tiny kids. We're even going to have some mechanical things there, like the Euro bungee and the rock wall. We will have a petting zoo there. Now, the petting zoo will be a fee to feed the animals, but it's free to look and free to pet. Like I said, $10 all day play for each person.
And where did this whole idea come from? Yeah. Who said one day, you know what would be a really cool idea? Let's turn Laidley Field into a giant swimming pool.
Well, you know, I have to give kudos to Aaron Wood. He's the owner of Quantum Party Rentals. And this man, I think when he sleeps, he dreams of new things to do. So it's always going to be something new that we get involved in. We had the Easter egg hunt. We have Water Days. We have Rib Fest. We have so many things. And these are all kind of the combination of what he thinks of in his spare time.
Yeah,
See, I like to say that Aaron's just a big kid, so he thinks about all the things that he wants to do, and then he makes it happen. So I love that this is for all ages.
Absolutely.
I think the weather this weekend is going to be perfect. It's going to be hot enough to enjoy it, but not so hot that you feel like you're being assaulted by the sun when you walk out the door.
Exactly. That's why I tell people, bring your beach towel, bring your lounge chair, and relax while the kids play.
That's a good point I wanted to bring up. What should people? I mean, lawn chairs are okay to bring in.
Lounge
towels.
chair. Bring a lounge chair. Bring beach towels. Bring sunscreen, of course. And I think pretty much that's it.
Okay.
Laidley Field will be providing drinks. We will have concessions. So will Laidley Field. All the cotton candy, slushies. You name it, we'll have the concessions.
I think it's great because I remember when my kids were little, you get to this point in the middle of July where you're starting to run out of things for them to do. They're starting to get a little bit antsy. You can't wait for school to start. So this is a great way to take the kids on Saturday and Sunday, wear them out, take them home, put them to bed, and you can enjoy the rest of the evening.
Well, and the whole point is to make it affordable for everyone. So many children don't get this opportunity to spend an entire day for as little as $10, and they can come in and play and have such a good time. Aaron's all about kids. He really is. So when he comes up with these ideas, and I'm the sales director, I sell the concept, thanks to Morgan's help. But I'm telling you, it always balloons into some successful events that we do.
I mean, I'm really kind of, and I'm going to be there tomorrow because all of our stations are going to be there. I'll be there representing the Mountain 98.7. Chapel's going to be there from KWS. Steve and Jenny, or I think one of them. I'm not sure which one.
I think Jenny is.
Jenny's going to be there, and then on Sunday, Woody Woods is going to be there from the beat.
Woody always brings a party. Yeah. Well, it will be a party, a wet and wild party. So once again, this Saturday and Sunday Water Days at Laidley Field. As you said, Saturday is 10 to 6, Sunday
noon
to
to
6.
Mm-hmm.
Only $10 gets you in to play all day for the entire duration. We've got foam party, inflatables, water slide, water gun battles, petting zoo. I feel like the list just keeps going on and on.
Well, and I think we need to remember, too, that adults like to have fun, too.
Yeah.
So if you weigh less than 200 pounds, which is a max that we have from our inflatable companies, you can enjoy the inflatables, too.
Weight shaming. But go ahead. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead. I interrupted you.
Well, we just have our inflatables have a limit, and it's under 200 or under. But, some teens are pretty big dudes. So, if you're less than 200 pounds, you can get on the inflatables as well.
There you go.
I'm here for it.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure that you're under that threshold, Morgan.
I think I can. Yeah, I think I can be under that threshold.
But for Morgan, is there a height requirement?
Oh,
yeah. There we go.
Honey.
I'm never tall enough to ride the ride.
And information is available. I know it's all over our social media of all of our radio stations. Where can people find out more?
Literally, Quantum Party Rentals website, Facebook page. Just Google Water Days in Charleston, West Virginia, and you're going to see all kinds of media come up.
All right, Janice,
about Water Days.
We appreciate you being here. Thanks a lot. We'll see you tomorrow. And Sunday, I'll be there tomorrow. Text says, Dear Dave, your co-host is currently beating you at words spoken per minute, which I'm sure is killing you. I sure feel sorry for Mrs. Dave this weekend, as I'm sure she won't be able to shut you up. Well, she's been trying to shut me up for 30-some-odd years now, so it's probably not going to happen. Janice, thanks a lot for being here. Thanks to all of our guests. Thanks to Ryan Nicholson for putting the studio back together when Jim Strawn broke it earlier. Ryan is the man. Morgan, I appreciate you being here. I'm going to talk to you next week, right?
Yep, I'll be here.
All right. Morgan Robinson, again, Hobby's coming up with Talkline at 10:06. Download the all-new Metro News TV app if you haven't already. For my producer, Ryan Nicholson, thank you so much. Enjoy your weekend, folks. See you Monday. Till then, have fun and love somebody.
WCHS AM 96.5 FM Charleston, 104.5 Cross Lanes, a WVRC media station. We're proud to live here too.